NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus, bringing you 1v1 on Cloud Kingdom. Yeah, back again, Cloud Kingdom. Oh, yeah. Lots of games getting submitted on Cloud Kingdom. All good. It's a good map. Fun map. Bagman is the red Terran here. And Worm looks like he might be playing Fun Day Monday as the blue toss. Bagman says, "It's not Monday for me." Wonder what Verm is doing. I don't remember which Fun Day Monday this one is. This might be the one where you can't expand until you have a mothership out? I don't know. But there's always a place in the world where it's Monday. That's actually not true. There's always a place in the world where it's 5 o'clock, but it's not always Monday somewhere. Anyway, that being said, little bit of a long game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to X2 through the beginning, through the opening minutes, just until we get things situated. We've introduced everything, and I will introduce NuubCast, where we are basically concerned with non-pro games, non-pro gameplay. If you're not familiar with NuubCast, our whole purpose is to prove that there can be fun and exciting games at any level, which usually occurs if and when both players are of equal skill and, you know, they're maybe not aggression is probably not the equally aggressive or anyway, the point is when games are fun and back and forth and lots of action, we love to see it. We love to cast them, and we love to give guys who don't get attention put on their games attention, and we like to learn. We like to learn from each other. That's a big component of NuubCast and of, I think, just the journey of StarCraft. We've got 4 barracks down here for Bagman. Looks like we're going to see some kind of early one-base push for Bagman to open with. Probably all Marines. There's no tech labs going down anywhere. There is no gas for Bagman, so he is going to be opening and trying to kill them quite early. 3 sentries down here. How much of this has he seen? He's seen nothing but the 1 Rax, and yet he is doing perfect defense here. I don't normally go Zealot Sentry against Terran. Usually that's a defense that I hold for Zerg. But it looks like Worm is going to try this against the Terran. He's got the forward pylon and everything. Oh no, we're going to have counter aggression here. We've got 17 Marines. Oh, they're going to meet in the middle. Bagman's going to see this at the tower. He's got full vision of these units. He should just move out and kill this. He can move out and kill this. Gonna need awesome what the hell force field was that, Verm? Yeah, all these sentries are dead. This is what that ends up. Is how that ends up. And Bagman's going to have no problem expanding. And Verm is basically in a heap of trouble. Scan goes down, kills the observer. And Verm is in the deep doo-doos. And he's going to probably have to cancel this. I mean, it's only a handful of Marines coming in here. But because there's not going to be any units here to defend, they're probably going to have freedom to do plenty of damage. Surprised he's not. He's going to cancel. Okay. Zealots out here just hanging out. I mean, they can't really do anything. There's a bunker full of units over here. Force fielding off the ramp. Gotta like that. And these Marines are not going to... they are or they aren't. Immortal comes out. Another force field down. More sentries being warped in. He's going to be able to, I think, with 5 sentries, maybe he needs one more, but he should be able to get a constant force field on that ramp, but it doesn't look like he needs it. And if they come up again, what he should do is let them come and now put the force field down. Now put the... Or don't. Yeah. But Worms looks like he's going to have to one base it. Get a couple of Immortals out. He's going to need... I don't understand that force field. Lots of Marines coming in here. No upgrades yet for any of these Marines. And Bagman is just working it on 2 bases. He could be in trouble here. He's got enough to force field this off, but that's it. I mean, once these Marines come up here, I'd be surprised if Worm can survive. Oh, force field, force field, force field, force field. Come on. Guardian Shield. How? How? Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull him back. And now he's going to kite with his Marines while he runs away. I cannot believe. Like, seriously, I can't believe how that worked. Does he have upgrades? No. There's no forge out. It's getting charged now. I'm flabbergasted. I mean, it was good, decent enough force fields. It was able to keep the guys off of the Immortals, but Immortals don't really deal a ton of damage to... Oh, no. And no sentries this time. Charge is not finished yet or close, but these Marines are not getting microed at all. And he's not focus firing the correct Immortals, and the Zealot Warfare kills him off. Yeah, we're looking at silver play, baby. Silver play, baby. No micro. And SCV's chilling on a coffee break. Man, look at all these guys. They're working so hard. Look, they're just running back and forth. Running back and forth. Man, you and me, we know what's up. We're not letting the man tell us what to do. F that guy. We just hanging out here. He ain't doing nothing, man. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. You can't tell me to go to work. You gonna just sit here. I'm gonna look at you running back and forth with your craziness, and it's all right. And we gonna do it. And that's all we gonna do. You know what I mean? Charge is finished, and these zealots that have been long forgotten are just going to continue to hang out there, I guess, now. And these SCVs are still not working. More barracks going down for Bagman. He has introduced a starport. He's getting finally some tech labs on these. He's going to be able to double pump some Marines. He's getting mostly reactors. Look at that. One tech lab coming up, and he is getting concussive shell, which is such a weird upgrade right now because he doesn't have any. He's got one Marauder, and he's only got 2 barracks with tech labs, so he's only going to be able to make 2 Marauders at a time. It's just, I don't know, just kind of silly. eBay's going down for upgrades. Let's check out what Senior Protoss is doing. He's got Colossus out, which of course is exactly what you want to do against a Bioforce. Colossus with charged zealots, very, very effective against Bio, particularly if you're upgrading, but there's no forge out here, so he is not upgrading. Couple of Immortals in the mix is fine. I would not make any more Immortals if my name was Verm. My name is not Vom. In case you're wondering. And here comes another attack force. Not considering bringing any medvacs. Here's a couple. And I mean, he has this whole other force. He might, if he's going to attack, man. Bring it all with you. Bring it. Breaking down more rocks. Breaking down some more rocks. We've got tanks. Going to set them up defensive. Because, you know, you've been under such pressure. You definitely want to defend. All marine force with a couple of medvacs. This force will get slaughtered. And it won't be pretty. And it'll be very fast. If Worm pays attention. Which he's not doing. And nice perfect force fields. Blocking in the entire force. And they will die so fast. And so bad. And that was such a bad engagement for Bagman. Had he brought this other force with tanks that have siege, maybe it would have gone a little bit differently, but he decided to ignore that. Is not going to build a reactor on his starport, so he doesn't want to get out Vikings or medvacs. Finally, there goes the reactor. But here comes Worm. And he's going to break down these rocks for some reason I don't understand. Get your whole forces in there. These zealots are getting creamed because you're taking out supply depots. Come on, Worm. This is probably one of the worst engagements I've ever seen by a Protoss. I don't know if he was going back and looking at his own stuff. Like, you know what? Please, indulge me for a second. Indulge me for a moment. I don't normally do this, but I need to see what Worm is looking at. I'm going to watch Worm's point of view. He's going to start to take out these rocks. He's going to move in. Now, most of his army is shooting at those supply depots. He's engaged because he's... See, Worm, you're watching the whole time, man. You need to get your Colossus up in there. This was crazy. Absolutely crazy. And the fact that he got out of there with his Colossus intact is completely beyond me. And if I'm Bagman, I am stimmed and chasing down and killing those Colossus. That was like crazy bad engagement. I don't normally like to critique the gameplay on NuubCast because, you know, we expect the gameplay to not be crisp, but that was not worthy of you, honestly. I mean, you let every faction of your army engage independently of the rest, and you could have ended the game right there. Like, seriously, game would have been over. Over. Completely over. But instead, you're back making a bunch more gateways, which is fine, even though you're... Well, I guess you're on 3 bases now, so that's good. Definitely want to get your base count up now. Storm is working. He's got his double upgrades, pumping Chronode. And Bagman, he needs more medvacs. I mean, the only way to stay alive as a Terran if you're going bio against Protoss is to have a butt ton of medvacs. I mean, you really need a lot. And I'm talking like at least 10. At least 10 for your force like this. And you want to break off 2 of them and go do drops and things like that, then fantastic. But you need a lot. And you need to upgrade your forces. He's 1-1, looking good, Bagman, on the upgrades. 2-2 down for Verm, so he's not... Bagman, while looking good, is not upgrading anymore. So he can be in trouble. This is a pretty big force. He's got, like, a fair food lead. Supply lead. He's ahead in supply. And what do we do? This? No, that's sound. We don't want that. Does this control you? No. I forget which one that shows you the difference between... Well, if I could just check out the units tab. 40 food in SCVs. Zealots, where are you going? Oh my goodness, but the storms save the day, even though he's stacking them and storming his own zealots. Oh my goodness, Worm. This is not your day, dude. This was not your day at all. That means that he was on a move command instead of an attack command. His zealots ran right by this army, did not engage, left the zealots, the Colossus, wide open to take all kinds of damage from this army. Oh, Worm, you are killing me, bro. Verm is being very vermish. But zealots are hard to kill, man. Imagine what would have happened. Imagine what would have happened if those zealots had actually engaged the army over here, based on what you just saw right now. I mean, without even having a Colossus, those zealots may have won the battle all by themselves, because Bagman can't micro. But man, I'm so frustrated right now. Verm, stop making your games 20 minutes longer than they need to be, brah. You got your army. You just need to pay attention, man. I want to go back and see where he was looking when that happened, but I'm afraid to, actually. In the meantime, Bagman trying to be a little bit sneaky. Is he rallied out here now? Now, this is not a big enough force for I don't know. Probably pretty good against this. Stims. Zealots absolutely melt. And these Stalkers are going to melt as well. He has only one medvac. Does he have any storms? He doesn't have any storms. He's going to have to merge these into Archons. You got to do it now. Got to do it now. Don't run away. You got to do it now. You're not going to get enough energy. Oh, there's the storm. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Just in time. But he stacked them again. Guys, storms do not stack. Okay? Just so you know. I mean, I know that it's hard in the game. Pay attention, I know. And he was desperate. He was running away. So he totally gets a pass. Totally gets a pass on that. No Stalkers, so Vikings are going to kill whatever they want. Oh, man, I wish it was not congested. It's so annoying. So annoying. Here's some Stalkers. Trying to push these units out. Vikings going to go home, probably get healed. Repaired, I should say. Repaired, they're not getting healed. And where are we rallied? Everything is rallied. Same place. Not rallying anything out. And he's going to move out with no medevacs and no Vikings. And Worm is just making zealots, basically. And that's good, because these zealots are going to come in, they're going to get a surround. If he engages with the zealots that are in the back, there's the stem. And here's a little bit of stutter step, and Bagman's going to back off. But here we go again. Not paying attention. So Stalkers are not playing. But it doesn't matter, because zealots are badass. It's true, man. Zealots are badass. But he is now 2-2. So they are equal in upgrades. Oh man, I have not done this. DT, Dark Shrine coming up for Worm. I rarely like this decision against Terran. I know I've talked about it before on several occasions. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's beneficial. Generally, you're one scan away from wasting a butt ton of resources. And here come the non-stormed units. We're almost there. We're just seconds away. Now we've got storm on everybody. Look at this. So many mules. That's 10 mules mining at once. Which means he's been building up energy for a while. And again, still sticking with the bio. If Bagman, he probably could have won this game because of only because of Worm's mistakes. If he made a bunch more medvacs and a few more Vikings, this game could probably be over. The game would have been over after Worm's first engagement if he didn't engage so poorly. You need to storm on the SCVs. Storm the SCVs, brah. There it is. And now the planetary fortress will go down. Oh, here's the counterattack. All kinds of forces coming up in here. Come on. Engage these units, Verm. Engage them. There's a Colossus on the high ground. No, leave him there, leave him there, leave him there. Get him on the corner. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Keep him alive. Your units are going to come back here and clean everything up. So, Bagman was going for a trade, but Verm held him off. Doesn't even need to storm, and now he can move out. This is silly at this point. What are you going to do with those Vikings? You're going to land them in the base, and now the DTs are moving out. This is one thing that kind of bugs me about Protoss players is they, almost across the board, Protoss believes that DTs ought only be used as like solo merc units, harass units. And while they're really good at that, oh, perfectly timed. All these mules are going to go down to the DTs. And because he dropped all those mules, he doesn't have any scans. And now all these other units are going to go down. That's pretty brutal. And this is going to burn down too. And trying to get this turret up. If he can't get the turret, oh, if only he had walked right in there and killed that SCV. That would have been crazy brutal. And now he's going to lose all these guys anyway. That's too bad. But Burm, taking his time. We get this fourth base up. And we're looking at 160 to 110. So we are now at 2x because Law of the Land says when the game is this much of, at this point, is very one-sided. There is very little chance of Worm losing this match now. Even if he has some uber blunders. There's the storms. And storms on nothing. And I hate it when that happens, man. That's the worst. When there's the GG from Bagman, but when you have your entire army selected and you hit storms and it takes like 10 minutes for your Templar to catch up with your army and deliver the storms, by the time they actually get there, they're actually way out of position and the army's completely moved and you haven't canceled the storm, so they hit anyway and they hit nothing. Pretty annoying. Anyway, not the best gameplay, and Worm, I've seen you play so much better than this. You got to keep an eye on your army. You got to stop move commanding. And, you know, you're going to be all right. But this game, 35-minute game, that should have been 15, in all seriousness. That is 20 minutes of unnecessary gameplay because of that first engagement that you weren't paying attention and your Colossus were dancing behind destructible rocks while each section of your army got slaughtered by that bio. But apart from that, you know, it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Keep climbing that ladder. Peace.